My bad. I thought I would have to. You do still kind of get locked into the 8 direction thing even when you're turning when it comes to using Heartbreak, so it has some limitations, let's just put it that way, but it's not that bad, it really isn't. Also, looks like we have a whole new section here, because I'm pretty sure we didn't have this last time. So that's kind of interesting. And the enemies have leveled up once again, so level 25. Still way below my level, but you can't expect all the enemies to get on your level, I guess. So there is that. Not too big of a deal. Oh no, we had this before, didn't we? Or was this just I don't remember. I guess this is just a Colosseum style bit. Alright, that's fine. There's a lot of large fairies here though. Whoa! That large fairy, the Death Fairy one, is a melee attack that I did not know about. Okay. That's fine. You know, Heartbreak does a lot of damage. I'm kind of noticing this as we go along. It does a lot of damage for a basic level 1 skill. Like 363 damage with a skill is quite significant. You cannot jump off the edge here either, so you know that's kind of, I guess, obvious, but hey, whatever. We took like no damage in that fight because of the heal straight after it. I can understand giving heals like that, it's just when half the basic pots have heals as well, and there's a lot of those around, like that, you know, that's 2 big heals right next to each other. That's, yeah, remember every heal is a third of your HP. And then there's another one, so we basically just got a full heal. Even if I did take a ton of damage in that fight, which, remember, in the base game, half damage here, so it would not be easy to take a lot of damage. Ooh, Red the Nightless. Oh, that's gonna be good. Yeah, remember the base game does not have as much damage as what we're dealing here, or dealing with here. So that's a thing as well. You can actually equip 3 skills if you want. I kind of didn't really think about this before, but you do not have to have a spell card on. If you want 3 skills, you can totally equip 3 skills. I just don't think that's a great idea. That is so much damage on a spell card, holy crap. I thought this thing did a ton of damage before, but nope. Yeah, Red the Nightless just does a ton more. My spells are nerfed a little bit by my own sort of choosing, like patch stuff for that. I think did I halve them? Or, no, I put them at 3/4. So, but let's see what this does. There we go. Red the Nightless Castle. Oh dear God, that's a lot of damage. But you can see I already have like half a spell gauge, so I haven't even been playing that way right now. But you can definitely spellcard spam if you want during this game. Look at that, I have so much of my gauge there again already, and it is basically filled up. Next attack, I will pretty much have my my gauge again. So I don't know, like you can kind of just roll with that too. There we go. Next enemy wave, I have my spell again, and I only just used it. Like, this game's weird in that sense. I guess I'm just used to games being a lot harder nowadays for the stuff that I do, but it's nice to have a game that is not all about that. It might sound like I'm complaining on stuff that way, but really I'm not. It's just it's not. Oh wow, okay, you can actually hit me for now. It's just not what I expect from a Touhou game, I guess, or even a fan game from Touhou. Touhou fan games generally get pretty difficult, so there are of course exceptions. I think Legend of Twilight is a pretty good exception to that. That is not a difficult game in the slightest, but yeah, I'm just used to games being a lot more difficult than this one is at the moment, even with the patch. So I thought I saw an enemy there for some reason, but yeah, that's just my own sort of perception on stuff, and honestly maybe some people could find this harder than I do, but You can see I'm not exactly proficient in stuff with this game, though. I'm not really trying especially difficult. I'm not exactly trying especially hard to avoid taking damage and all of that fun stuff. So it's just weird, and I'm probably weird for even bringing it up. But hey, that's how it goes. So I do see there's a lot of the tiny platforms and stuff over there. We will definitely be exploring that soon. But for now, I'm just content with exploring the non-crazy pathways. And yeah, Vampire Spin is pretty good, yo. let's not ever like forget that, because it is still really, really good. Power Claw. A lot of the times with the specials, though, like I've said, Heartbreak and stuff are really, really nice, but a lot of the times it's less efficient to use those than it is to just go in and attack, because it's why Vampire Spin is so good, because rushing in and attacking is generally going to kill enemies a lot faster than trying to aim Heartbreak. And as good as Heartbreak is, it doesn't really make a difference if it's impractical, you know? Which is definitely something Vampire Spin is not. You can just rush in, you can do an attack. That is just a bonus place, alright. You can rush in, you can do your attack, and then you can Vampire turn, or spin, or turn if you've still got that on. You can use that after your combo, and you can still get a ton of damage up, and that's generally going to kill enemies a lot quicker than trying to aim Heartbreak. So, actual platforming to do, which is quite something, if I do say so myself. I didn't really need to go over there, but I went over there anyway. So clearly we have something, you know, something of importance over here, and this. Wait, this is just where we were before? No, it's not where we were before. It is definitely not where we were before. There are enemies over here to deal with. So yeah, I've just taken like 3 or 4 hits, and I have still got 3/4 of my health. A single health pickup, which is going to be down there, would be enough to recover pretty much all of the health that I lost in that exchange. That said, there are a lot of these plants here, and if I didn't use Vampire Turn, that would probably be really dangerous, because those guys are some of the less... It's not that they're less predictable, it's just that they have weirder attacks. Like, their attacks are much more likely to hit you, especially in small areas like that, where you really can't just run away from them. You know, that's... Well, that's a thing to deal with. What's over here? There is you with a massive full heal, just in case, and there's more healing pots there. Which whoa! Nuts to you, Mr. Snake Thing. Yeah, at least some enemies are different that way. I guess there is variety within the combat. It might not look it, but there is a little bit of give and take that way. Some stuff doesn't let you do the same attacking strategies that you do against everything else. It's you know, like the snakes are guaranteed to kind of try and counter you that way. The fairies that have the weaponry, they are kind of not possible to they're not possible to just bomb rush, because they will hit you if you do that. Which usually I just do anyway, because, you know, I don't take enough damage in this. But if you're really looking to not take huge amounts of damage, you will definitely need to employ different attacking strategies against, you know, certain enemies here. Which is a good thing, you know? That's definitely something to design into your games, especially if they're like combat centric, but they're simple combat centric. Like, I don't tend to be a fan of games that have ridiculously fighting game style combos in their RPG setups. A good example, but for a different reason I guess, is Fortune Summoners. That game should, in theory, be really, really good for me to play, but I could never get into it because, well, the controls were terrible for one, but it kind of tries to force you into using melee, like fighting game good setups for an RPG, like a 2D RPG thing, and I don't know, it just doesn't quite work for me that way. I think, although I haven't played it yet, Valdis Story was another one that I've actually bought that in a bundle that does a similar thing, and I'll see how I get along with that, but I'm probably not going to get along too well with that either. Also, just to point out why, again, Vampire Spin is the best, it has invincibility frames against the bullets that you can't block, so there is that. More power loaders. Again, we'll take a look at our equipment when we're done with the stage, but we do have a decent bit still to explore here. This is a really big stage, so lots and lots of exploration, lots of time here. I don't know if I'm actually gonna have this all in one video. I might split this up. We'll see how it ends up, but I know, looking at the video file size at the moment, we are currently at like 4.3 gig, and this game is really big in terms of the video stuff. My unedited videos are usually in the region of about 2.5 to 3 gig with this game, but that is still a really big amount to be working with. So this is a gigantic section, by the way. I didn't think this would be quite as large as this, but yeah, we have got so much stuff here. That Amulet of Certain Victory, that... Didn't we have one of like Miraculous Fortune or something earlier? So that's weird. But yeah, this place is way bigger for what I would have considered a side path than I would expect. It's almost like the library one, where there was a whole separate subsection that we just kind of skipped out on. I wonder if that other pathway then, the doorway bit, really was the end of the stage, because that seems like it would be a little bit short for stuff that way. This is definitely proving to be way more involved than I expected it to be. Not that that's a bad thing, because it is still interesting, and for me, I'm a big explorer when it comes to game stuff that way, if you've not already like gathered that by the way I've played this game. I am really big into the whole, you know what, we'll just finish off with that. I am really big into looking at everywhere, you know, looking everywhere within the worlds and finding lots of secret stuff, and just, you know, having a fun time with that. It's one of the big reasons why I played Minecraft for as long as I did, especially when what I really looked for in the mods as well that I ran was explorative type mods, stuff that added new structures to the game or added like new ways to explore, stuff like that, because that's really what interests me when it comes to non-linear, even linear stuff in a way. That I played a lot of the Sonic games and stuff a lot, like the old ones. I played them a lot of times to explore different ways of going through them, and you know, like explore all the pathways and stuff like that. Even though it's a 2D, basically go to the right type game, that is something I like a lot, and it's something which I would love to put into Mario Maker levels when I make more of those, but I just don't really know how you would do it as well within the engine, you know? I guess that's one of the reasons why my longer levels have had some trickier to obtain, but yeah, you can't hit it from there. Tricky to obtain, but still perfectly valid shortcuts to them, where, you know, you can actually, if you explore well enough, you can skip some of the stuff, and it's pretty neat. But yeah, that's really what sort of excites me about playing games like this, is the exploration aspect, is finding where all of the secret stuff is, you know? And to have a branching pathway be this long, you know, with no connections to it otherwise, is a bit weird, but it's also really fulfilling for me, because I get to see a lot more of, I guess, the developers' intent with the stuff. Like, I get to see a lot more of their creation, which is really good. I guess to a lesser extent, this is also why whenever I do get into like an animation series or something, I really get into it and I will tend to watch it 3, 4, or 5 times just to try and get everything. Yeah, this is just an extra path. There's an exit here. Are we going back into the cave and then it'll be another one of those split paths inside the cave that we can't explore both sides of? That would be a bit disappointing, but even then, not the end of the world. Well, there's a full heal, so maybe this is just a boss then? I mean, the stage has definitely gone on long enough, and it looks like that could be the case. Wait, whose shrine is this? This isn't the Moira shrine, is it? Maybe it is. The camera is making it a bit difficult to go in a straight line now. I guess it is? Oh, hello. Yeah, okay, this isn't actually a shrine that I was expecting. Mr. Guji, this is Suwako's snake thing. This bat will make for ha ha ha, yeah, no. Not happening. I did not check my equipment before going in, so we're gonna do that real quick because screw actually doing the fight, right? Okay, so Paladin, not useful, very much not useful. Did we get any more? No. Oh, no, not using that. I didn't check these at all. What do we got? Less crit rate, nope. Nope. And that's all we had for that. And here's where the more interesting stuff comes in, I guess. So, this is exactly the same as what we had. This is a bit worse than what we had. This is worse. Still worse. Exactly the same. Yeah, Amulet of Fortune, less skill points, but extra drop rate. It's alright, but not really what I'm after. And Certain Victory is, again, less skills, but more crit power and chance. That might be worth using. Does that drop me down to 10 points? Not 10 points, 8 points is the question. Yes it does. Whoa, okay. Let's just dodge attacks for a while because we can. Yep. I could probably use the other thing for that. So how am I to attack this guy? That is the question I have right now. I guess that's how. Okay, so we can do that and get some power off. So this is going to be a much more long-winded fight then, huh? He has a lot of different attacks. Wow. But that's okay. We can handle that. Yeah, we can deal with it. So this is both aimed and random stuff. It's not too bad. And still getting wasted by that is not so good though, but it's okay. Okay, we managed to work around that. So this is just gonna take a while to do, and I might end up getting killed by it just because it's gonna... There's not that much healing within this, so worth keeping in mind. Yeah, let's just not get ourselves hit, please. What else we got? This was not especially difficult to deal with. And then I only need to do the demon arrow once there. I do need to keep that in mind because I'm wasting time with that. I also don't really need to jump at this one. But oh, ow! Don't like getting hit unnecessarily with that, which is yeah, this is basically just streaming, and you actually have more time for it than you would think, which is fine. Do that, get some damage off. I'm probably going to use damn it! Probably going to use Nightless Castle soon, which is fine. Okay, that only does 60, but you would probably get hit really quickly with that, so that's fine. I used it too early. Damn it. Oh, and then he just cancelled his attack because he could, right? Okay, I was trying to anticipate it, but I forgot that the spell card just completely validates stuff. I wonder if Vampire Turn actually makes you invincible to his attack that way. We'll have to find out, because that'd be interesting. But yeah, now I'm getting hit by that attack because I'm being weirder about dodging it. Oh, Jesus, okay. Yeah, you are invincible at that, so that's all you really need to do. Okay, that's fine, that's easy. Yeah, this is just going to take a while because of the way it's set up. Yeah, you can move much further in that attack than I was giving it credit for, so that's fine. Don't know quite what that rock beam is all about, but yeah, so that's fine. A lot of damage off of that. It's really all I need to do. Just wait out the attacks, Vampire Turn when it comes in for the main hit, and stop getting smacked by the stupid stuff though. That's going to be really annoying. Yeah, you've got such a wide, long time that you can wait for that too. It's really easy. I might get the spell card set up by the end of this again. This attack might actually be slightly harder than I gave it credit for, but it's still not that bad. It's just you've got to move more than I did last time. Yeah, that's really all it is. It's just move more. This actually went a bit worse than I thought it would, but it's fine. And then just basic attacks. Vampire Turn doesn't actually do as much damage as a regular attack, so that is something worth keeping in mind. So that, you know, I mean, okay, it does about the same, but it is really slow in comparison. So, can I just spellcard finish this? I can maybe spellcard? Yeah, spellcard finish that. It's easy. Right, okay. Yes, we are indeed pretty strong, Mr. Misuguchi. Yeah. Too close to combat. Yeah, very slightly. Yep. Yeah, we'll fight you again at some point, sure, why not? So, I guess that leaves only one place left to go. Makes sense that we would go to the Hakure Shrine to finish stuff off, because instant resolution. And all of that fun stuff would be good. So, before we do that, let's see if Corindo has anything special for me here. Yeah, so I really wonder if that was going to be it with the stuff. They have another power loader, which has more power than my stuff. I wonder if that's actually better. This looks like it could definitely be better than what I have. And this probably isn't. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna take a look at this stuff once we are done. But I have not talked to Patchy in a while, so let's go ahead and finish off by doing that, and that will be all we need to do. So, this has been GamerCow playing The Adventures of Scarlet Curiosity. And yeah, Remilia hasn't really done anything recently. Not Remilia, Reimu! Dumbass! Yeah, Reimu hasn't done anything at all, and that's kind of stupid. But yeah, we are going to be dealing with that next time. Take care, guys.